everybody, Mrs. Minton here. Today is Monday, April 27th, and welcome back to LMS Virtual Library, Episode 9. Because this month is National Poetry Month, I'll be talking about Poem in a Pocket Day, which is this Thursday, April 30th, and how we can still celebrate that day online. I'll be sharing some of my favorite poems from the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and I'll be giving you a tutorial on the Encyclopedia Britannica Database. To get us started, let's do some origami art. I gotta be honest with you, I wasn't such a fan of the origami that they had in the day-to-day calendar today. So I'm skipping over to Friday, April 30th, and today we are making, it's actually right on the cover here, a fantail goldfish. So I'm going to make the origami and then turn it into a stop motion clip. Let's get started. Right now, I'm reading Trials of Apollo, Book 2, The Dark Prophecy. I read the first book over a year ago, and I really liked it, but I didn't keep up with the series. And now there are multiple books. I think there are 4 books out right now, and they are really easy to jump back into, as most of Rick Riordan's books are. So the first book starts out with Zeus sending Apollo to Earth to live as a mortal, a 16-year-old boy named Lester Papadopoulos with a bad case of acne. And Apollo is given various quests to complete in order for him to become an Olympian once again. So we are in part 2. So in the first book, we find out that the villains of these stories are the Roman Emperor Triumvirate. And in the first one, it is Emperor Nero. And in this one, it focuses on a different member of the Triumvirate. Not only is Apollo sent on various quests, but he is also trying to save his friend Meg McCaffrey, whose dad is Emperor Nero. I really look forward to seeing where this book is going, and I'll let you know how it is. In the meantime, I recommend you read any of Rick Riordan's books, the Camp Half-Blood series, the Trials of Apollo, Magnus Chase. They're all fun, light, easy, they're filled with adventure, and I think you really enjoy them. As I said before, Thursday is Poem in Your Pocket Day. And for the past 3 years, I've been handing out small poems to the students of Leicester Middle School. But I'm not able to do that in person this year. So, poets.org has some great suggestions on how to celebrate Poem in Your Pocket Day online. And I'm going to share some of those suggestions out so that you guys can participate too. One idea is to share out your favorite poem on social media using the hashtag #PocketPoem. Another idea that they suggest goes along with the initiative called Shelter in Poems, where people have been sharing poems that they can relate to being in quarantine during the coronavirus or suffering any type of loss or all of the number of experiences that people are going through. Sharing out a poem on social media that you can relate to so that other people can read it too and maybe find some common ground. And you can share out your Shelter in Poems on Poem in Your Pocket Day using the hashtag #PocketPoems and hashtag Shelter in Poems. If sharing on social media is not really your thing, head over to poets.org and they have some PDFs that you can download where you can draw pictures that represent your favorite poems or write your poems on them. You can fold your poems up into an origami swan. They have a lot of great ideas like that. They also suggest recording a video and sharing out your video of your poem reading. You can email your friends, your family poems. You can include a poem in your email footer. Or you can open your front door and recite your poem to the world. So lots of different options for you. I do hope that you participate in Poem in Your Pocket Day. I plan on creating a virtual pocket that when you click on it will bring you to the poem that I've selected. If you'd like a poem from me, please send me an email, shoot me a message on social media, and I will get you your own personal poem. So today I'm going to share one of my favorite poems from the Lord of the Rings trilogy by J.R.R. Tolkien. I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan. I have been since I was a teenager. I love the books, I love the movies, I collect memorabilia. I also collect any type of book that I can find about Lord of the Rings. I'll show you some of them now. We have the Hobbit Companion, Tolkien's Ring, illustrated by Alan Lee, the official movie guide. Here's a book of all the maps of Middle-earth. And then here are some paintings of Tolkien's world. So a lot of great books here that I usually put out on display during January to celebrate Tolkien's birthday. So in the Lord of the Rings trilogy, Tolkien incorporates poetry and songs throughout the series. And it just so happens in the Tolkien calendar that today Frodo starts planning his journey. And the poem that I want to share today is called A Walking Song, which is actually recited by Frodo, Sam, and Pippin as they are journeying along. So, A Walking Song. Upon the earth the fire is red, beneath the roof there is a bed. But not yet weary are our feet, still round the corner we may meet a sudden tree or standing stone that none have seen but we alone. Tree and flower and leaf and grass, let them pass. Let them pass. Hill and water under sky, pass them by, pass them by. Still round the corner there may wait a new road or a secret gate. And though we pass them by today, tomorrow we may come this way and take the hidden paths that run towards the moon or to the sun. Apple, thorn, and nut and sloe, let them go, let them go. Sand and stone and pool and dell, fare you well, fare you well. Home is behind, the world ahead, and there are many paths to tread. Through shadows, to the edge of night, until the stars are all alight. Then world behind and home ahead, we'll wander back to home and bed. Mist and twilight, cloud and shade, away shall fade, away shall fade. Fire and lamp and meat and bread, and then to bed, and then to bed. For our tutorial today, I will be showing you how to access the Encyclopedia Britannica Database on the library website, and then I'll be showing you some of the features of the database and how you can best utilize it when you're doing research. I'll be showing you how to access the Encyclopedia Britannica Database and how to use some of its key features. Right now, we are on the Leicester Middle School homepage, and we are going to click on the tab that says Departments, and then go down to the Library tab. This is the home of the Leicester Middle School Library, and we are going to click on the third tab in that says Databases and Periodicals. You are then going to click on Britannica School Edition under General Reference Databases. And there are a lot of things to check out on this main page here, but if you know what you are looking for, you can go ahead and use the search bar, and that is what we're going to be looking at today. Say we want to learn a little bit about Mars. We type in Mars here. It will show you all of the articles that include the word Mars in it. So you can see that the main entry that pops up is Mars, planet fourth from the sun. So as you go down, it'll show you all of the articles where you can find that word Mars. Let's go ahead and click on the first entry. So this database is set to the middle school level. And when you open up articles, you will see that they are preset to reading level 2. If you're looking for more information about a certain topic, you can click on the number 3. And it will provide you with more information. If there is too much text and you find that overwhelming, you can click on Reading Level 1, and it will give you the main ideas about your topic. On the side here, you will see various tools that you can take advantage of while using the database. But my favorite tool is this little checkbox here for citing. If you decide to take any information from this article and use it in your research, you do need to cite your work. And this database actually gives you the citation you need to include on your works cited page. It's a great feature. You'll notice this little world, and when you click on the world, you can actually translate the article into many different languages, as you can see here. If you would rather somebody read the article to you,
Mars is one of the planets that orbit or travel.
You can click on that little audio symbol. And then if you would like to increase the font size, you can make it bigger or smaller. Another great tool is when you double click on a word, it will tell you the definition. And it will also tell you the Spanish word. If you are looking for additional resources about Mars, you could go over to here where it says related resources for this article, and it will give you primary sources and ebooks. It will give you best websites where you can find some reliable information. So really, by using Encyclopedia Britannica, you have so many more reputable resources at your disposal. You can check out images and videos here on the top tab. And when you click on those images, it will give you the citation as well, which is really cool. So you know how to cite that picture. And then it also has resources for teachers as well. It tells you the Lexile level of the article and what standards it aligns with. So I hope you'll take advantage of Britannica Encyclopedia for your research. Thanks for joining me for episode 9 today. Remember, Thursday, Poem in Your Pocket Day. Share out your poems online. Shoot me an email if you'd like me to send you one. Hope you have a great week.